Del Silva got a studio bus, which he put on the movie lot. You know, after filming, we'd go ride the bus and, you know, bang joints out. And I let him hear a couple songs. Like, oh, I need it for the movie. I had to stop letting him hear songs because, you know, it was right, wrong. He's like, I want it for the movie. And then that's going to give it to you. That song was supposed to be on my 5th album, but he was like, I need it for the movie. I'm like, all right, fuck it. He's like, I'm going to shoot the video and all that. And I said, all right. I said, well, as long as I can do the soundtrack, you can have the song for the movie. I got the soundtrack, so we get the song for the movie. It's all good, but I did want it for my album. I got a huge weight on my shoulders, you know what I'm saying? I'm responsible for my music, you know what I'm saying? And each album has to do many things. Many things. I take that into consideration as I'm recording them, as I'm doing them, you know what I'm saying? I don't take that responsibility lightly.
Wow. Before we get to the next segment of Rough Riders Anthem that he explained to that, I just want you to see, guys, how much these iconic artists, how much they really have love for the game and how much they put their hearts out. Like DMX was another one who put his heart out on a track and you can hear the pain through the lyrics. And the great thing to take away from it is the passion, the real passion. The things they went through. He's such an iconic storyteller too.
That was Swiss Beats' first record, and that was one of the fastest songs I wrote. I wrote it in about 15 minutes, and I actually didn't want to write it. I didn't want to do that song. The beat was simple and repetitive, you know what I mean? And the flow I came up with was just like so many other songs with so much substance. I was like, the song is like fucking ABCs, like elementary. Niggas wanna die, niggas wanna die, niggas wanna like.
All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain with badness on my brain?
I'm glad I did do it.
Yeah.
You know, I listened. It was like, yo, just do it, you know, just do this. And it worked out.
That's how creativity is though. Like if you might not feel like it, but if you just show up and just do it and try it, some of your best work just come through you just pushing through it and just trying, being open to it. And I'm really glad that he did make that choice and listen to Swizz Beats on that and just tried it because it really came out as some of his best records.
No, I'm angry all the time. Like, it was a good time. You know, we had a lot of fun down there. Miami, 3rd album, what? You know, when I get in that studio, it's a whole other situation. It's like, fuck you, suck my dick, fuck out of here, bitch ass nigga, I'll kill you. Like, you know, it's kind of who I am. Sometimes people want to feel worse. You know what I mean? They don't always want to feel better. Like however the fuck you want to feel, there should be a song that helps you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? That you could just ride to and then, you know, just feel like you want to feel. Who the fuck wants to be happy all the time? You get taken advantage of all the time. Nobody will take you serious. Happy all the time. Get the fuck out of here.
Y'all gon' make me act a fool up in here, up in here.
Now, that was the second to last song I did on my 3rd album. And I'm thinking the album's done. And they can switch with this fucking beat. I'm like, oh my God, this shit is crazy. Like, right, you know, I thought, you know, it was hit with What's My Name. And then then Swizz hit me with Party Up. And I was like, bananas. You know, and I feel like I had something to prove too. You know what I mean? Because at that point, I was the only artist in history to have their first 2 albums debut at #1, and to have 2 platinum albums in 1 year. So I'm like, I gotta do it again. I'm like, all right, like, you know, motherfuckers think it's a joke. Like, all right, I'm gonna show you something. It took me 13 years to get a fucking record deal. You know, you go get more than a couple albums out of me.
Oh my gosh, yo, we cannot overlook this. Yo, all these artists that came in this year's in that era, Jay-Z, DMX, like, think about it, like, he right. Like it takes a long time to get to that certain circumstance of a stature. If you not putting the time in and you thinking you're gonna achieve something, man, you're madly mistaken. It takes a long time to develop your character, your image, the craft, from everything to the point where you can get those pinnacle success, and you just gotta really keep at it. That's a testament. Like, just because you feel like you put a lot of work in doesn't mean that it's time for you. Keep going, and eventually you get your breakthrough.
Well, for one, I didn't make it for the club. The beat is for the club. I just spit some real shit to it. Like, all right, you give me a beat that people can dance to, I'll spit some shit that motherfucker can beat somebody up to. It's a good combination. You kind of want the best on your music if you're gonna do music. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I can get X on this. They know I'm gonna do it justice. I'm gonna give it a long, long life. It's called Party Up, but it's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. It feels good. It's good. And again, it confirms another thing I've dared to believe that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my music is not just for the moment. It's forever.
I like that.
That was the second to last song I did on the Grand Champ album. That was also my friend Kato's favorite song. He was there when I recorded it because I did it in Chicago. I remember D brought the beat to Chicago, and I heard the joint, and I was like, immediately like, oh, that. I was in love with that beat when Kane did it. You know, but I like the way they revamped it, you know what I'm saying? And it became something else. You know, like a couple of days after I recorded the song, I went to LA, and he met me out there. You know, and when he came in the room, he was singing it. Where the hood at? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a, you know, because Chicago is all about the hoods, different neighborhoods, and you know what I'm saying? You know, it fit.
Tough to perform that song now with that memory?
Nah. I celebrate his life. The success that the song obtains has nothing to do with the reason why I make it, or the process that I use to make it. If it blows up, it blows up. You know what I'm saying? But I know I come from a real place when I make these songs. You know what I'm saying? And I don't compromise. I'm one of the harshest critics of my own music.
From another iconic, legendary artist, may he rest in peace. Never compromise your art and who you are and your integrity. That's a good way to end this video. If you guys enjoyed this, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. My name is K-Dre, and I appreciate you guys for checking the video out.